I've been out in an old abandoned gold mine today collecting ore samples using a very sensitive VLF metal detector. The gold that's trapped within these ore bodies is extraordinarily fine. Most of the gold isn't even visible to the human eye. And that's where a machine like the Gold Monster comes in handy, because the very sensitive nature of the VLF machine allows you to track that super small gold within the ore. On the left hand side of the screen you can see a picture of a nail, and that indicates that it's a ferrous target or made out of iron. And on the right hand side it's a non-ferrous display that tells you that it's made out of something that's non-iron based, like aluminium or gold. On ore bodies like this, you're not going to come across really strong signals, at least in my area. It's highly unlikely. What you're looking for is little chirps and pops and things that make the machine not ground balance properly. And see how we're getting indicators over to the gold side and the iron side. That means high sulfides and the potential for gold. Now I've collected a couple of buckets worth of ore today, but that's not what I want to show you today. I want to show you just how sensitive this machine really is. I've got a gold nugget necklace here. The gold pendant is just there. I'm putting it on my neck behind me. I'm going to take off my watch. Right, so we now have no metal anywhere. In manual 10, this machine is sensitive enough to pick up your heartbeat. Watch this. There you go. So if you ever need a free ECG. Also why so many Gold Monster users who don't use a scoop struggle to identify where the really small targets are, because my hand, right, nothing on my hand, it's picking up the electromagnetism in your body as well as the iron in your blood. I've had so much luck chasing these soft decaying veins recently that that's where I focus most of my effort on. But I came over here and the Gold Monster was giving me some pretty damn nice signals coming out of this rock. I don't know if it's just going to be sulfides, but I figure we'll take a small sample back. We'll find out. This is the ore that I managed to collect from that side vein. Traditionally speaking, I've never found terribly much gold in really hard quartz like this. Don't get me wrong, I found plenty of gold in quartz. It's just that the majority of the really good ore that I've found has been this soft, spongy material. Anyway, I really need to do a full service on my RC1 crusher. The air filter, spark plug, probably clean the carburetor out. But I ain't got time for that today. Obviously there's heaps more that we can crush down, but this will be enough just to tell us if there is gold in that side vein. The Gold Monster doesn't normally lie, but it could easily be picking up just some mineralization within the vein, so in other words like iron pyrites. It turns to this gooey sludge, and if you don't really blow the silt out of it, it won't pan off properly. Normally see gold in this kind of material, so if there is gold in this, I'll be really impressed. This is an extraordinarily small sample, so if we see any gold in this, we know we're going to get a lot more if we run bulk material. A lot of sulfides, that could be what the Gold Monster was going off on. Heaps of sulfides. I think that's gold. Hang on. In my area, there's a lot of galena. Galena is a lead and silver sulfide. But mixed in it there are some really, really fine pieces of gold. Look at that. It's not a great result, but it's definitely in that vein. So my thinking is the Gold Monster was picking up on the galena, which is a non-ferrous metal, and it would indicate on the gold side, and that galena came out with just a tiny little bit of gold. That's pretty cool.